Hello everyone, welcome again to my channel. So we are still talking about writing paragraph. In the previous episode we covered linking words to link sentences in a paragraph, and in this episode we are going to see something very important that we have to respect. This is what we call cops, okay? Cops in writing. What is cops? Cops means police, okay? And normally we respect police. If you are driving a car, for example, you cannot drive as fast as you want or whatever you want. No. So in general, we respect police. Okay. The same thing in writing a paragraph or writing essay or whatever, we respect cops. We respect cops too. Okay. So if you want to have high marks in writing a paragraph or writing an essay or whatever, you have to respect cops. You have to respect cops. Now, what do we mean by cops and what do these letters stand for? This is what we are going to see in this episode. Okay? All right. Now, C stands for capitalization, okay? Capitalization, okay? O stands for organization, okay? To organize, organization. And P has to do with punctuation, okay? With punctuation, okay? And finally, S stands for spelling, okay? So this is what the letters COPS stand for. Capitalization, organization, punctuation, and spelling. These are the etiquette and very important rules that we have to respect in writing. Okay? All right. Now let's start with capitalization. What do we mean by capitalization? Now in capitalization we talk about letters. So letters can either be small or capitalized. For example, you can have maybe A like this, or you will have it like this. So this one is small and this one is capitalized, okay? Capitalized. In this episode, we are going to see cases in which you have to capitalize letters, okay? All right. For instance, B, this is small b, or you can have it like B, okay? This is capitalized, okay? Now, what are the cases that we have to capitalize letters? We have something like 5 cases or 4 that we are going to go through in this episode, okay? Now imagine, for example, if this is a paragraph. So the first letter that you have to write here at the beginning of a paragraph, this should be capitalized, okay? So this one, for example, you start with A, so this one should be capitalized, okay? So the beginning of paragraphs should always be capitalized, okay? The first letter in a paragraph should be capitalized, okay? So this is number 1. Now here I have, as you can see, comma, and here we have full stop. Now the first letter after comma should be capitalized or small. Very simply, after comma it should be small. For example, A. All right. Now full stop, the letter after full stop should always be capitalized. So here, as you can see, we have 2 cases of capitalization. This is number 1, the beginning of paragraph, and number 2, it is after full stop. So this is the beginning of paragraph and after full stop. We are going to see this in an example, okay? Number 3 has to do, we can say, with names. So names should always be capitalized. The first letter of names should always be capitalized. For example, if you want to write, for example, Tom, you cannot write Tom this way. This is not correct, okay? This is not correct. So T should be capitalized, okay? This way. So this is an example. T capitalized. Names, David, D, for example, Sarah, S, okay? First name and even the family name should be capitalized, okay? We can also talk about something like languages. This is number 4. If you want to write, for example, English should not be written this way, okay? English, French, for example, capitalize F. Spanish, for example, capitalize S. So languages should always be capitalized, okay? In number 5, we can talk about, for example, countries as well as cities or even nationalities. If you want to write Morocco, for example, you cannot write Morocco this way. This is incorrect. Or, for example, France. So M and F should not be written this way, small. They should be written Morocco and France. Cities, for example, Paris. Paris should be written with capitalized P, okay? Rabat, for example, R. And even nationalities. For example, Morocco is a country. I am Moroccan. So Moroccan is a nationality. So Moroccan again should be written in capital letter, okay? Or French, for example. So this has to do with countries and cities. Okay, this is number 5. Okay, let's take number 6. Okay, in number 6 we can talk about something like days or months. The first letter of days and the first letter of months should be capitalized. For instance, we cannot write Monday this way. No, that's not correct. So this is small m. No, first letter of days should always be capitalized. Okay, Monday. If you want to write Tuesday, for example, with capitalized T, Wednesday with capitalized W, for example, etc. Months, for example, if you want to write April or March, so months should always be capitalized. April, and March again, capital M. So the first letters of words sometimes should be capitalized, okay? All right, so this is for capitalization. So capitalization is very, very important to pay attention to. There is another thing, very important thing that we have to pay attention to is what we call organization. There are some students who tend to write this way, all right? And maybe you find overuse of correction pen or maybe cross note words a lot, for example, doing like that, etc. So this is something that does not make your writing, essay or paragraph attractive. So you have to pay attention to this. Don't make your writing look like this. So try to make your writing attractive, well organized. And when we talk about organization, you have to remember 2 very important things. Number 1 is what we call clean, and number 2, clear. Very important things to remember. Clean and clear, okay? Now, when I see your writing, it should be clean. Don't overuse the correction pen. Don't cross out words like this, for example. It's not good. So we make your writing clean, okay? Clean. Clear, and clear actually has to do with what we call handwriting, okay? So it's not necessary to make your handwriting perfect, but you are supposed to make your handwriting clear. Don't write like, for instance, clean, or maybe I have, for example, what is this? This is what? It's not clear, okay? So make your handwriting clear, okay? So this one is not clean, but this one is not clear, but this one is clear, okay? And when we talk about organization, to make your writing well organized, you have to follow 2 steps. Number 1 is what we call the first draft, okay? And second draft, final or exam paper, okay? Now, before you write to the exam paper, you go through the first draft, okay? So first draft is where you can, for example, cross or use correction pen or brainstorm, and you write the first draft, okay? Then number 2, you go to the final draft or to the exam paper. You write to the exam paper, okay? So when you move from the first draft to the second draft or final draft, the exam paper, this is a way to make your writing clean and your handwriting clear, okay? Don't go directly to the final draft, to the exam paper. No, that will be a problem and you will make a lot of mistakes and your writing will not be as clean as it should be, okay? The last one, punctuation. Punctuation is very, very important because without punctuation, the writing is not meaningful, will not be meaningful, okay? Now, punctuation, I gave you 3 punctuation marks that you have to keep in mind as far as writing paragraph is concerned. Number 1, comma, and full stop, and number 3, colons. Now, full stop is when we finish sentence. When we finish sentence. For example, you can say, I live in Morocco. This is a sentence, so full stop, okay? Full stop, because I have finished the sentence, okay? I live in Morocco. I study English. This is a sentence. I have finished a sentence, so I put full stop. So full stop is when you finish sentence. When you finish sentence, you put full stop. Now we need to go to comma. There are 2 very important cases that you have to remember when it comes to comma. Number 1, for example, I speak French, English, and Arabic. So as you can see here, we have different things. We have French, we have English, and we have Arabic. Okay? So here in this case, very simply, you put comma between number 1 and number 2. Number 3, you use and. If you have 4, for example, I speak French, comma, English, comma, Arabic, and Spanish. And is for the last one, okay? Is for the last one. For example, you can say I eat vegetables, comma, fruits, and meat. Okay, and meat. So when you mention different things, okay? So this is number 1. Another thing, number 2, that has to do with what we call transitions or linkers. For example, when we say first, okay, you put comma. We can say now, for example, now, comma, and you complete. Okay? You can say, for example, at the weekend. So here you put comma. All right? Linkers or transitions are very important for punctuation. Okay? Now let's go to colons. I'm going to give you one example. For instance, we can say I speak 2 languages, French and English. So here we can use colons. Okay, put colons. I speak 2 languages. What are these 2 languages? French and English. Also, we can say, for example, I have 2 brothers. Colons, Tom and Mark, for example. All right. So this is the use of colons. In writing, we should respect capitalization, organization, punctuation, and spelling. Okay. For the last one, spelling. Spelling has to do with correctness. This means that what you write should be correct. For example, look at number 1, French. French is incorrect, okay? French should be written with C, not with S, okay? French. And number 2, Arabic. We don't write Arabic with K, but we write Arabic with C. We have prefer. Prefer, we don't write prefer with E at the end, no. So prefer without E. So in writing, you have to pay attention to spelling mistakes. All the words you write should be correct. And here, try always to use simple and words you know. So try to make it simple. Another thing that you have to keep in mind is to check, okay? When you finish writing, check. Check what you wrote, whether you have mistakes or not. So make it simple, use simple words, and when you finish, check what you wrote. Okay? Alright, now let's take a very simple example. This is a paragraph and it is in the form of personal profile. Now, as you can see, you notice that caps are not respected. So what are you going to do? Pause, try to rewrite this paragraph respecting caps. Then we do it together, okay? Right, so my name is Ross. I am 18 years old and I live in Boston in the USA. I am a friendly and sensitive person. I enjoy outdoor activities such as surfing, swimming, and hiking. The first thing, my name. So the first problem is with my. So M here should be capitalized. What is Ross? Ross is a name. Should be capitalized, okay? So R here should be capitalized. My name is Ross. I am. Now here, as you can see, I is a written small letter. This one. Is it correct? I should never be written this way. It should always be capitalized. My name is Ross. So my name is Ross is the end of the sentence. So we put full stop. I am 18 years old and I live in Boston. This one should be capitalized. I live in Boston. Boston is city, so it should be capitalized. B should be capitalized. I live in Boston, capitalized B. Boston in the USA. Now, USA, is it correct? It's not correct. This is an abbreviation of the United States of America, should be capitalized. Full stop. I am a friendly and sensitive person. The problem here again with I am a friendly and sensitive person. What is this? This is the end of the sentence. Full stop. Okay. I enjoy. I again capitalized. Okay. I enjoy outdoor activities such as surfing, swimming, and hiking. So here we can use colon. So both colon or comma, both of them are correct. I enjoy outdoor activities, surfing, swimming, and hiking. So here we have three things. We can use comma here, okay? I enjoy outdoor activities such as colon, surfing, comma, swimming, and hiking. So if you look at this paragraph now, as you can see, cops are highly respected. Capitalization, as you can see, is respected. Organization, it is well organized, it is clean, handwriting is clear, okay? Punctuation, as you can see, is respected, okay? And spelling is respected, okay? We don't have any spelling mistake in this paragraph. So this is how your paragraph should look like, okay? You should respect cops, okay? Cops, okay? All right. So I hope you find this useful. If you have any question or suggestion about this, don't forget to let me know. See you in another episode. Have a good time and goodbye.